Welcome to our online safety parent webinar delivered by Miss Bishop and Mrs Knight. Welcome to our presentation. Throughout this webinar, we hope to provide you with information, support and knowledge that will enable you to best keep your children safe when accessing online content. What is actually meant by online safety? Online safety has been fully aware of the nature of possible threats that you could encounter whilst engaging in activity through the internet. These threats could include security threats, protecting and managing personal data, online reputation management, and avoiding harmful or illegal content. Throughout the presentation, where you might see a blue hyperlinked link, this will take you to the UK Safer Internet information to provide further context around how this could look for children alongside parental guidance. Online safety, why is it important? As we all know, the internet has increased massively in recent years and is now more around us than ever. This is partially due to remote learning and the impact of COVID, but is also because of the rise of YouTube and social media becoming such a prevalent part of our society. Social media is now more watched than television and influences children far more. This next slide explores the online world and may have some familiar images that your child and yourself recognise. As we all know, it can be an exciting, inspiring place to be. It has lots of opportunities to offer for young people and has loads of new opportunities that it makes available. But think carefully about what your child likes doing online and what services they do and don't use. It's important to realise that with all of these online apps and social media experiences, there could be risks associated. These are the top 10 messaging apps used by children. Many logos there you'll recognise. Each app has an age rating. Do you and your children know the minimum age to access each app? YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat and the like are age 13 plus, whereas WhatsApp is 16 plus. Although these are just guidelines, if you click the link below to Internet Matters, this will give you more information around why these age restrictions are in place, and although it may only be a guideline, why it's important to try and follow this with your child.
All schools aim to equip children for digital life, and this includes being able to keep themselves safe online. Here at Ash Green, we do follow the government guidelines and Education for a Connected World, which was brought into place in 2020. It's a framework to equip children and young people for digital life. As you can see on the screen, there are various topics that we do ensure that we go through as the children go through the school. This includes self-image and identity, online relationships, online reputation, online bullying, managing online information, health, well-being and lifestyle, privacy and security, and copyright and ownership. Here at Ash Green, we ensure children are exposed to these key areas through our PSHE lessons and our eSafety Weeks. We have recently started to use Project Evolve for our eSafety Weeks, ensuring that we cover key aspects throughout school. And as you can see there, that's the logo for Project Evolve, and you can find this online and you would be able to look at what we are doing through school. What you can see on the screen here is an overview of what each year group will look at in their eSafety Weeks throughout the year. As you can see, there is repetition, which ensures that our curriculum is progressive, meaning that the children will build on the knowledge that they have gained in previous year groups. Over the next few slides, we'll be looking at general advice for yourselves and your child on how we can keep them safe. The first bit of advice is to discuss online friendships with your child. Make sure that they understand that a person they've never met face to face is still a stranger. Discuss what kinds of information they should avoid sharing with strangers. Ensure you know they can come to you if they have any worries or concerns. Our next slide of advice is around online bullying. It really is important to discuss online bullying with your child. Teach them the importance of online respect, making sure that they can talk to you if they have any worries or concerns. If they are a victim of this type of behaviour, do save the evidence. Do report it. Don't deny your child access to a device, as they may feel punished when they're already a victim. Lastly, don't retaliate. This next piece of advice can be something that is very difficult to discuss with your child, and sometimes we can think that this has no prevalence in primary school, but due to social media it absolutely is becoming more prevalent. So it is important to discuss sexting with your child, ensuring that they know once this kind of content gets out there, it's very difficult to get it back, and the consequences of it can be very upsetting. Make sure they know they can talk to you if they have any concerns or worries, but try to remain reassuring and non-judgmental. With younger children, it's really important that you discuss which parts of their body should be kept private. Do seek advice from school if you need further support, and do report it to the police if you have any suspicions about the involvement of an adult or think your child has been coerced. Finally, here's some general advice for you. Consider setting up a shared family email address. Your child can then use this when they're signing up to new services, which gives you an overview. Encourage your child to always think before you post. So if they are using social media, they must really consider what it is that they are posting online. Lead by example and discuss the content that you share on social media too. Give your child strategies to deal with content they don't want to see. For example, speaking to you or turning off the device.
Within this slide, we're going to talk around how the content and what children see online can add to being a risk. The information below is taken from ChildNet and the UK Safer Internet Centre. It's so important to remember that a lot of online content is not suitable for children and may be hurtful or harmful. We can try and protect children from so many things, but often adverts pop up, online games pop up, things that we can't always filter. It's important for children to realise that live comments and chats can be harmful and can also be unreliable. And it's also important for children to realise that everything they see online isn't always accurate and true. Photos and videos can also be edited and can also be inaccurate. So I think it's very crucial for children to be made aware of whatever they're seeing and for them to have those conversations with parents that what they're seeing might not be what they believe to be accurate. Thinking back to online apps and social media, a huge risk again is the contact and the people that children are communicating with online. As it says below, it's so important for children to realise that new friends made online may not be who they think they are. Children can be very vulnerable and can divulge a lot of personal information without realising. If you have concerns that children have been speaking to people they shouldn't have been talking to, or have sent photographs, have given any information that you think would be sharing personal information, you can contact the Child Exploitation and Online Protection Centre, also known as CEOP, and this can be logged with CEOP that they can get back to you and police can provide further support. One of the most important lessons is making sure that children are very aware that they don't divulge any information online to anyone that they don't know. This next slide talks around statistics involved with children using social media. As you can see above, many different sources gather statistics around online bullying, inappropriate content, and children accessing social media. The most recent report was written by Ofcom in March 2023 and is called Children and Parents, Media Use and Attitudes. This is quite a hefty document, but would be really good for you to have a read through in your own time. The Office of National Statistics compiled information pre-COVID along with more recent information by ChildNet and the NSPCC. As you can see below, the percentages are extremely high. 79% of children have experienced online bullying. 74% of children have experienced inappropriate contact. 81% of children have experienced potentially harmful experiences, and 98% of videos removed from the internet involve children under 13 years old. As we know from our own information around social media and the news, teen suicide rates are at an all-time high. Children are under the spotlight an awful lot these days, and the social media involved does not support this fully. It would be really useful for you to take some time as parents to read through the attached documents and have a look which ones may lend themselves to the lifestyles of your children, be this video games, accessing social media, or speaking to other people online, i.e. friends through Xbox games.
The online world changes so quickly that it really is hard for us all to keep up. These online guides are really useful to help you navigate online risks, whether your children are gaming, chatting, posting, or streaming. There is a hyperlink below which you can go to, which will take you to all these documents. It's an NSPCC website, and it will talk you through internet connected devices, virtual reality headsets, social media, live streaming and online video apps, chat apps, online games, how you can use parental control, content promoting self-harm, suicide and eating disorders, and fake news, hoaxes and misinformation. They really are really useful guides that will give you the risks as well as ways to mitigate the risks. Please do take some time to have a look through those.
Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this video. We really hope that you are on board as we are as a school in order to keep all children safe when accessing digital content around them. As we know, this is an ever-changing world and social media is going to continue to be a big part of our world. All staff at Ash Green are committed to keeping every child safe, so if you have any queries around online safety, please either speak to Mrs. Knight, Miss Bishop or your child's class teacher. Thank you again for watching.